Picture this. You're cruising through a bustling city, and your Tesla's navigation screen transforms into a vibrant, lifelike 3D world right before your eyes. That's the kind of excitement Tesla's 2025.38 update brings to the table. A software overhaul packed with visual upgrades, AI expansions, and practical enhancements that could change how you interact with your vehicle. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Tesla prioritizing flashy features over fixing long-standing issues like FSD rollout delays? Stick around as we dive deep into every detail, and you might just find yourself questioning your own tech priorities. Dated October 10th, 2025, and penned by Karen Singh, this update is rolling out as Tesla's major fall release for the year. Dubbed 2025.38. Check out the full release notes at https://www.noteslaapp.com/softwareupdates/version/notes. It introduces eye-catching improvements to maps, expands Grok internationally, and delivers a slew of user-friendly tweaks for dashcams, driver profiles, and beyond. Let's break it all down step by step, making sure even newcomers to Tesla tech can follow along easily. Starting with the star of the show, 3D buildings for navigation. This update adds a whole new dimension to your map view, literally. If you're subscribed to premium connectivity, that's Tesla's premium data plan offering advanced features like live traffic and satellite maps for a fee, you'll spot a new cube icon on the map screen. Tapping it activates detailed three-dimensional renderings of buildings and cityscapes, turning your navigation into a mini virtual reality experience. It's not just pretty. It helps you visualize turns and landmarks more intuitively. For a closer look, including a video demo, head over to https://www.noteslaapp.com/news. First look at Tesla's new 3D buildings and maps in update 2025-38. Video. And this is the part most people miss. While it enhances navigation, some might argue it's a distraction on the road. What if it overloads drivers instead of aiding them? We'll explore that debate later. Next up, Grok's big international debut. Tesla's AI assistant, inspired by The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and built with a dash of humor, is now live in Canada. This is its first expansion beyond the US, and Canadian Tesla owners with premium connectivity, or even just on Wi-Fi, can chat with Grok by holding down the voice command button. Remember, Grok is still in beta mode, so it won't control your car directly. That's reserved for existing voice commands, which you can trigger by tapping the button or the right scroll wheel on older models. Tesla plans to add a wake word soon, like "Hey Grok," so you won't need to press anything. More on that at https://www.noteteslaapp.com/news. Musk confirms that Tesla will add Hey Grok wake word. For beginners, think of Grok as a smarter Siri, but tailored for Tesla quirks. It could answer questions about your trip, or even crack a joke to lighten the drive. Shifting gears to Dashcam upgrades, which are all about making your recorded footage easier to manage. First, each Dashcam clip now includes the street name alongside the town or city in its title, visible both in the car's viewer and the Tesla app. This makes searching for specific incidents a breeze. Imagine trying to find that clip from Main Street without this feature. Just note that in areas with poor GPS, like underground parking, it might show the closest known street, or nothing at all if you're off the grid. And the best part? This works on every Tesla model, even legacy Model S and X vehicles. The second Dashcam improvement boosts video streaming quality. Since Tesla doesn't store footage on their servers, prioritizing your privacy, videos are kept on a USB drive in your car. To view them via the app, the car streams the data, and this update cranks up the quality while adding adaptive bitrate, meaning it adjusts based on your connection speed to avoid buffering. We saw hints of this in the Tesla app update 4.49.5, details at https://noteteslaapp.com. Tesla app updates version 4.49.5 release notes. with features like flexible dashcam bitrate. While the app lets you download high-quality copies, the original remains on the USB. This isn't for older Model S and X, but it covers all Model 3 and Y, including those with HW3 and Intel units. Unsure about your hardware? Check our guide at https.com/. New additions include muting or unmuting navigation guidance, toggling bioweapon defense mode if your car has it, and enabling music light sync, again if equipped. We're thrilled about the mute feature. Previously, it took multiple taps or voice commands. See https://www.notatesla.com/Tesla voice commands 408 mute unmute voice guidance. So this is a real time saver. For context, bioweapon defense mode is Tesla's HEPA filter system to clean the air. And music light sync makes interior lights pulse to your tunes. Fun extras that show Tesla's attention to detail. Security gets a boost with profile locking via phone key. You can now tie specific driver profiles to certain phone keys, locking them down so only authorized devices can access. Without the linked key nearby, you'll see a profile locked message, and the profile's photo stays hidden. This is perfect for families or renters, protecting sensitive data like home addresses, work spots, navigation favorites, and even garage door controls via HomeLink. Learn more at https://www.noteslaapp.com, reference 1186 Tesla MyQ Wi-Fi garage door support, its cost, features, and how it compares to HomeLink. Or MyQ, https://www.myq.com. Visit www.noteslaapp.com/software updates/ID/1094 is programmed to garage door support, its cost and features. We suspect more is coming. Tesla's parental controls. https://www.news21112 Tesla adds parental controls for safer teen driving in update 20426. Already limits speed and acceleration with a pin. But imagine linking them to profiles for seamless teen-safe driving. Controversial take. Does this level of locking infringe on family sharing, or is it a necessary privacy shield? You decide. Charging just got more immersive with new charging visualization. While plugged in, Model 3 and Y owners see a 3D model of their car on screen, now including a detailed charging post behind it, varying by charger type, like generic for third-party ones or specific for wall connectors and superchargers. AMD-based cars get the full-screen view, while Intel models see it on the left side. It's a subtle but engaging touch that makes waiting to charge feel less mundane. Logging into streaming services is now hassle-free. Tired of typing passwords on the tiny screen? Tesla streamlines this by sending a notification to your app when you select Link Account for music or video services. Tap it to log in on your phone, or still scan a QR code if preferred. This builds on Grok's login method, reducing frustration, especially since cars sometimes forget credentials. Check out the video demo from Max Bracco at Max Bracco on October 9th, 2025. https://twitter.com/197630229585620. Apple Music fans rejoice. Updates roll out to all Teslas, including older models. Playlists now organize into folders. Artist pages offer richer info. And a recently played section expands your history view. It's like giving your music library a makeover. As for rollout, update 2025.38 is spreading fast, installed on 2.4% of the fleet, with 32 installs today as of October the 10th, 3:45 p.m. UTC. noteteslaapp.com/software updates/version 2025.38/release notes. It started in North America and is expanding globally in waves. But wait, what about FSD v14.1? Tesla's cutting-edge, full self-driving software, version 14.1. See impressive videos at https:// www.notesla.app.com/impressive Tesla FSD V14 videos you need to see is tied to update 2025.32. So if you get 2025.38, you might miss out until it's updated. Breaking issues in V14.1. https www.notesla.app.com/software updates version 2025.328.5 mean it's not rolling out widely, with V14.2 and V14.3 possibly coming soon on 2025.38. Stay tuned for more hidden gems in this update. Ordering a new Tesla? Use our referral code https www.tesla.com/referral/Carlos450249 for 3 months free FSD or $1,000 off. Diving deeper into the 3D buildings feature from a separate article dated October 9th, 2025 by Not a Tesla App staff. Tesla's 2025.38 is hitting about 1% of owners so far, with 3D buildings as the highlight. Enable them via a toggle next to the radar button on Model 3 and Y. They appear at higher zooms but vanish when zoomed out and can't mix with satellite view. Driving with them on makes navigation clearer, like seeing buildings at intersections. You can even tilt the map with 2 fingers for a 3D view, but only with buildings enabled. Looking ahead, this could blend map and visualization views, as seen in Cybertruck prototypes. www.notesla.app.com/472 former Tesla designer shows Cybertruck UI. Tesla might add 3D terrain. https://www.notesla.app updates upcoming features ID 728 Tesla to add 3D terrain to visualizations and buildings to real-time visuals. Data likely comes from Google API, available worldwide except China. https www.notesla.app.com/news/2116. Period. Requires premium connectivity. https use on our Tesla app, Tesla reference 551. What is Tesla premium connectivity? What is included and what is not? How much does it cost? Not just Wi-Fi, and works on AMD Ryzen units, with expectations for Cybertruck and new SX. Finally, on FSD for Cybertruck, October 9th, 2025 by Karen Singh. As FSD V14.1 arrives for many, Cybertruck owners are waiting again. Tesla AI Director Ashok Elaswamy confirms full V14 features, including reverse and park, are coming soon. https x.com/status 19555881193210728. Elon Musk explains the delay. Cybertruck's all-wheel steering needs new AI training, as FSD's data is mostly from front steer vehicles. https twitter.com/Elon Musk status 19756121789850978. This isn't new. Cybertruck launched with basic TACC, got FSD in September 2024, but lags on features like summon due to its unique 48-volt architecture and steer-by-wire. No autopilot means FSD is crucial. But here's the controversy. Is Tesla's hardware innovation outpacing software, leaving owners frustrated? Some say it's worth the wait for cutting-edge tech. Others argue it's poor planning. What do you think? Are these delays acceptable for innovation, or should Tesla prioritize faster rollouts? Do the 3D maps justify the premium connectivity cost? Share your opinions in the comments below.